Hi, can you state your name?
Hi, my name is Shaylee Flores.
All right, Shaylee Flowers, how do you feel about the COVID-19 pandemic?
Well, I believe that this pandemic has been a very sad, it's been a rough time for a lot of individuals, They have lost their family members and they have definitely been having a struggle, hoping to make ends meet. So it's been a very hard and sad time for many.
Okay. Have you gained any skills during this pandemic?
Well, I believe that throughout this pandemic, I've learned to communicate more, and I've become a little bit more understanding of each and everybody's different situation and individual needs. So I've also learned a lot of time management, making sure that you get everything done before curfew and so forth.
And what would you like to be in the future?
Well, in the future, I definitely see myself working in the area of law enforcement. Currently, I'm going to school and I'm doing my bachelor's in criminal justice, so definitely something in that area.
Okay, thank you very much, Shaylee Flowers.
Hi, my name is Davani Burrell. I'm 12 years old and I'm from Crozal Town.
How do you feel about this pandemic?
This pandemic has brought in a lot of advantages and disadvantages to many families. One of my disadvantages was that I did not get to experience the first months of going to high school and getting the nervousness to go on the first day of high school. One of my advantages were that I got to spend more time with my family and learn new skills during this pandemic.
What new skills have you learned during this pandemic?
During this pandemic, I have learned many skills like planting, baking, cooking, sewing, and etc. While I was learning how to sew, I learned how to do face masks and I sold them all around my neighborhood. I also learned baking and started to bake pastries and cakes. I learned all these by watching YouTube videos at home.
What do you want to become in the future?
In the future, I would like to become a custom officer.
How do you feel about this pandemic?
I feel that this pandemic has definitely brought and taught us how to adapt to certain situations. I feel like it has kept us back from experiences that we could have had for the past 2 years, and we're just having to learn how to create new experiences through everything that's happening at the moment.
So what new skills have you learned during this pandemic?
During this pandemic, I have learned a little bit of music. I have been learning how to engineer a little bit of music, and also I've gotten a little bit better at cooking.
What do you want to be in the future?
In the future, I want to be a marine biologist.
Hello, my name is Amarelli Laria. I am 10 years old and I am from Belmopan.
How do you feel about this pandemic?
Well, I feel sad and disappointed, also mad, due to the fact how we can no longer be seeing our friends like we usually do in school. We can also not be going to faraway houses such as in Orange Walk or in Cayo when the law was still in put where we cannot go anywhere except shops and so on in our district. Well, now that things have changed, now that we can go far, it is really good. People say that it's the law's fault due to the government's fault, due to the fact how we are dying and getting sick by COVID. But I believe that it's our fault due to the fact that we are going out, touching, kissing, loving, and hugging people, which I believe will not be good, due to the fact that you never know where they could have been.
What new skills have you learned during this pandemic?
Well, I have learned how to be better at piano and drawing, which I absolutely love due to the fact how I love drawing and I love creating music. Hopefully in the future I can learn how to play violin. I've also learned how to talk French, a little bit of French and a little bit of Chinese. I'm trying to get better at those.
What do you want to be in the future?
In the future, I want to be a successful vlogger or a teacher.
Hi, tell us about yourself.
Hi, my name is Belizean. I am 11 years old and I am from the beautiful district of Squaw Creek.
Hi, Devesha. How do you feel about the pandemic?
I feel bad about the pandemic because it has
What new skills have you learned during the pandemic?
During the pandemic, I have learned to go to school online and to cook.
What do you want to be in the future?
In the future, I want to be an attorney at law so I can bring justice to the poor and the marginalized.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My name is Lucy Ramklan. I am 14 years old and I live in Ellisville, Toledo.
How do you feel about this pandemic?
I feel like it is something we will learn to live with, so we must learn to stay healthy because I feel like this pandemic is here to stay.
What new skills have you learned during this pandemic?
During this pandemic, I've learned to paint, draw, and bake. I also learned to always be prepared to protect myself and others.
What do you want to be in the future?
In the future, I would love to be a vet because of my love for animals. And there are a lot of animals in the world that need help.